So, welcome to this week's top five for the week of, what is it, May 5th, 2016. I'm Christina Reese.
And I'm Brandon Zach.
And number five this week is in Dallas. It's at Ro2 Art. And they've just been doing a very good job this year. Their booth at the Dallas Art Fair was, I thought, one of the most engaging. They did not follow the art fair rules. They just really put it all out there. It was great. It was great. Yeah. But this is Thomas Minot. He's a Dallas-based guy. He's got his MA from University of Dallas. He went to UNT for undergrad. His work to me looks like it's charming. It's and a little bit, maybe intentionally, a little bit melancholy about the shift from childhood to adulthood and how the act of playing turns from something that's sort of legit as a child into something that's frowned upon as a grown-up. Quite illustrative. It's autobiographical. There's a space race thing that he's been doing in his past work that, to me, some of the drawings and the paintings look a little bit almost like a Schoolhouse Rock thing. So the good news is that now parking at Ro2 is much easier because they're no longer in the heart of downtown. They're kind of in the Cedars. So no excuses to not get over there.
So number 4 this week is Dean Sameshima at She Works Flexible. So this show is organized by Andy Campbell, who's a Glassell Critic Core Fellow in Residence. And it's at She Works Flexible in Houston in Montrose. So you've seen his work before, right?
I've seen his work probably more at some of the big international art fairs. He shows with Paris projects out. He's a Berlin-based artist. He got his, I think he got his MFA in California. This body of work, it may be something that's been ongoing. I think he's shown parts of this body of work since 2011, 2013. About the gay cruising scene, but has this very punk rock, silkscreen, DIY sensibility. To me, there's something very sophisticated about the work. It seems kind of raw and punk on the surface, but there's something quite beautiful and poetic and very sophisticated about it. It's multi-layered.
Kind of off the punk rock aspect also. In 2011, I believe, he started to run an Etsy store.
Yes.
Called Cruise or Be Cruised. So he's apparently, the press release that Andy sent out says that he's one of the only artists that's represented that also has this type of weird commercial commerce store. So he sells like artist proofs, t-shirts, editions.
It's got a real punk rock 70s feel. A lot of t-shirts, a lot of silkscreen t-shirts. They're great. I went to the Etsy store. I was like, I'm going to order some of these.
Yeah. An artist with merch.
Yeah, it's
kind of their art, but not really.
So number 3 this week is in Dallas. It's called I Have This Thing. I like this whole thing. So it's Kelly Croner. She and Eli Walker together run a gallery here called Homeland Security, and they were founding members of Scab and Studio Don't Fuck This Up. And she's bringing Lucy Kirkman back, as well as Kristen Cochran, in a collaborative thing that they're going to do at the Downtown Dallas Library. There's this weird, dank gallery called the Lillian Bradshaw Gallery at the old Downtown Dallas Public Library. And it seems like this place and using the library as an art venue is just starting to surface. It's just starting to bubble up. It's almost like a well-kept secret that's probably not going to be secret for much longer. Mm-hmm. And I think these 3 working together could do something really compelling. It's based on, I think, kind of a letter-writing initiative that Kelly Croner kicked off. I think there's going to be some sort of a performance. It's a Saturday afternoon, so I think it's from 4 to 6. It should be easy to get to. And I like the fact that she was attracted to the space. She wrote this very nice, sincere letter about why she decided to do this show in this space, and I was extremely moved by it. I mean, that's really kind of all there is to it.
Number 2 is Newfangled Notions number 8 at Farm to Market Arts in Lubbock.
Mm-hmm. So it's the Wheelers. It's the Wheeler brothers. That's Jeff and Brian.
And it's their last show before they move their studio south, whatever that means. South, you can only go so far south from Lubbock.
Well, there's a lot of the United States of America is in Texas from Lubbock southward. Well, they could. I mean, you could. All this is south, right? So yeah, they're moving, which is going to be interesting because these guys are legendary Lubbock guys, and this Newfangled Notions. I think this is Newfangled Notions number 8. They've had shows in the past, these collaborative shows in the past. That's called Newfangled Notions. Prolific artists. It's a prolific collaboration. But I guess the main thing is symbolically to go see this show as the last Lubbock show by these Lubbock artists while they're still based in Lubbock. Yeah, a shout out to the Wheelers, and we are very curious about where you're going, boys. So let us know as soon as you are ready.
So number 1 is set on Thursday, today, at Art Pace in San Antonio. It's this new series by Liz Rada and Joey Farso. So it's the idea is they're pairing all of these musicians and all of these video artists together. All of the videos don't have sound attached to them, so the idea is the videos will inspire the musicians, and the musicians will inspire you to think about what the artists were thinking as they made video. It's going to be traveling across the U.S. and Mexico, essentially.
Yeah, it sounds very cool, and the artists and the musicians who are attached to this are very good. If this kind of creates the magic that it potentially could, this could be a very memorable night. It might be the kind of thing that people are talking about, 5-10 years from now. Like, remember the very first set? That was amazing. So anyway, what are you doing this weekend, Brandon?
This weekend, this week I'm going up to Austin to see some UT Public Collection stuff. I've never really seen just the Landmarks program on the UT campus, so I'm going to kind of go poke around a little bit. And then I'm going to see art in College Station, which is even...
Roving road reporter Brandon Zeck hitting Austin and College Station over the weekend. I'm going to see Joel Shapiro's show as well as some other things, and I'll be at the library, our downtown Dallas library, right across from the RoboCop, our city hall, on Saturday for a Kelly Croner show. So that's it. Have a good weekend. Go see some art.
Go see some art.